Good morning, YouTube, and welcome back to Fernvalley Farm's YouTube channel. If you're first time on this channel, my name is Vince, and welcome. Welcome to all my new subscribers. Okay, it's finally warming up now. It's time to treat the bees. I'm going to put the Apivar strips in today. I'm going to go through, I'll just do one hive instead of you guys watching me do all of them. We're going to go into this one here. This was my biggest one last year. These two, actually. This is my Carniola. I'm going to go in there. I did feed them the other day. Hopefully you've seen that video. I'll link it to the end of this one here. I've got my smoker lid. I think I've got everything out here. I've got pollen patties I'm going to throw in. But we're going to see what's going on here. I'm not sure if I got to rotate the boxes or not yet. So we're going to open this hive. We'll see what it looks like. If it needs to be rotated, we will. If there's brood on top and nothing on the bottom, then I'll rotate them. If there's brood on the bottom and the top, I'll leave them alone. I don't know, so we'll have to see. That's one thing you learn about beekeeping. You come out here with a game plan, that changes. So anyways, we're going to open this up. We're going to see what it looks like. And we're definitely putting the Apivar in. It's that time. You got to get rid of your mites. I like doing this early spring. And the timing on this is April 2nd. So basically mid-May they'll come off. You only want to leave these out for 6 weeks. What's in here? Thymol, right? Amatraz, sorry. Amatraz. These Apivar strips work really well. What happens is the bees walk all over it and they carry it throughout the hive. It does not kill the mites in the cap brood. But that's why you leave it in for 6 weeks, so as bees hatch, they walk around, hopefully they kill mites. You don't want to put these in either until it starts warming up when the bees break cluster, because then they walk around, they carry it all over, and you kill mites. It's kind of a slow release thing. Like I said, 6 weeks, take it off. You don't want these on when your honey supers are on. You pull these out 2 weeks before you put your supers on. That's why I like doing it at the beginning of April. Come off the middle of May, supers go on the end of May. See how that works? No problem, right? So anyways, hopefully that's the game plan here, but they are definitely going to go in. So there are, what, 10 per pack. So I'm going to put 2 strips, top and bottom, and there are little tabs on here, but I use these little 8-penny nails. I'll show you, they go through the strip, and you just hang them in there. And you want to put these in where the cluster is. If I've got bees all over the place, you'll see I'm going to stagger them. You want to put two strips per deep box. That's how these things work. If you got 1 deep, obviously 2 strips. If it's 2 deeps, you go 4 strips. So my plan, top and bottom, maybe rotate, I don't know, we'll find out. I haven't been in these guys since fall. I've peeked underneath the lid. There are bees, lots of bees in there. I did feed them the other day. Like I said, go to that video at the end of this one. Don't leave yet. Wait till this is done. Yeah, usually in the spring they're not too aggressive, but they can be, not like they are in the fall. So what I'm going to do, I've got pollen patties here. I'm going to put 1 pad. I'm going to put 1 patty on top. I've got my Apivar strips here. When you open these, you want to use them. You don't want to open them. You can open them and put them like in a Ziploc bag for a little while. I forgot what the directions say, but if you're going to open them, use them. They say not to let them stay open too long. So what we're going to do, we're going to pop my lid. They're really not touching the syrup yet. Well, that didn't take them long to propylize that down. I just put this on a couple days ago. So, we have a little bit of smoke here. I'm coming. I'm going to take this, put this right over here. Veil off. I hate wearing the veil. Okay. Happy spring, girls. Don't sting me now. When you pop your lids, too, you want to try not to snap them. That angers them. Sometimes you can spray smoke on yourself, too. That'll help kind of keep them off you. Like, generally in the spring, they're not too aggressive. Lots of bees, which I like to see. Set this down real carefully. Don't drop it hard. They all fall off and you really piss them off. One got underneath my veil and tried to sting me. Are you in here? No. Okay. They can get a little aggressive this time of year. Okay. She got me on the nose. You believe that? All right, let's see what's going on here. All right, one piece of advice, keep all your equipment out here. I like walking back and forth. I'm gonna break these frames loose, see what's going on in here. Lots of bees, which is always a good thing. Try not to smash anybody. Sometimes it's hard not to. Come on. That's why you want to kind of smoke them down. I actually do have a frame grabber where you can grab the frame. And I have frame holders actually. Which, of course, not by me at the moment, but that's fine. Put that right there. He's laying, you probably can't, you ain't gonna be able to see it. There's a little bit of larva in here. There's a bunch of drone cells right there, see that big cup? I got my gloves, they're trying to sting me right there. There's a little bit of honey right there. A drawn out comb. If you plan on making wax, like for candles or chapstick or whatever, save all your comb. So like I said, what I'm going to do, not like making about 1 million bees angry, huh? Alright, so we're going to take, I don't want to take my gloves off. See, these come in strips. They're like trying to sting me through my gloves. These come in strips. And they do have plastic tabs on them that you can hang them, but I like using the nail instead. I just put the nail through it like that, and then just hang them in here. I'm going to put like one right here. Kind of stagger them. Like I said, the whole idea is for the bees to walk all over them and carry it around through the hive. It's just there ain't much brood, this is good. Okay, you guys need to get back in so I can get this other box on. One little trick you could do is if you put the box on sideways, you slide it, you have less chance of killing bees. And any of the bees that came out, they'll find their way back. Like there's a whole bunch of bees sitting right here. They'll find their way back. Like I said, even though there's really no clumps of brood yet, we're going to put one right there. One right here. And when you do hive inspections, you can take them out and move them. It won't hurt nothing. I would really like to not be wearing my gloves. I am going to put pollen patties in. What you want to do with these patties, they come with paper on them. Just make some slits in the paper. The bees eventually will get through the paper, but this just makes it quicker. I actually have a bucket that I keep out here that's got, I keep all this wax in. All right, come here, let's put, well, I'm going to put it. These actually come These come in full, like I'm doing 2 of these here. 2 of these actually is 1 patty when they come. I just cut them in half and I put them in these Ziploc freezer bags. There you go, girls. Let's hope the buckfast aren't as mean. Here again, put it on. Slide it. Just trying to help you guys here. Okay, so to do a quick recap, I know I said I was just going to end this and not show you guys all of them, which would have taken me a couple hours here. So anyways, everybody got 4 Apivar strips, 2 top, 2 bottom. Everybody got a full pollen patty, because when you buy pollen patties, they come in 1 big strip. I always cut them in half and give like half at a time, but since it's spring, I gave everybody a full pollen patty on top of the frames. This is why you got to keep notes. You should keep a notepad out in your bee yard and take notes, because if I were to try to remember all this later, so I just sat down and wrote all this down. That's why I wanted to do a kind of a recap here. So in number 1, I rotated them. I did find some larvae up on top, nothing on the bottom, so I switched them. I didn't see the queen, but I didn't really look that hard, but I see larvae, so she's in there. Number 2, my buckfast hive, that top box was really heavy, so that's why they didn't drink any of that. If you've seen that video, which go back and see it at the end here, number 2, that top box was really heavy. There was a lot of honey in there still. So that's why they weren't eating the sugar, which is good. My timing worked out really good last year when I pulled the supers and let them bring in their own and let them store it for the winter. So that's why nobody was touching sugar. All the hives had honey, let's put it that way. Number 2, the buckfast had more cap brood than anybody and more larvae, so that was good. And that hive started out slow last year. I didn't see the queen, but that's fine. I seen the cap brood, I seen the larvae, so you know she's in there. That one, that's a Carniola hive. That one, I seen the queen. I did rotate them. There was some larvae, some cap brood. Like I said, Apivar, top and bottom, full pollen patty. And number 3, last year that hive wasn't growing too big, and I probably could have put the deep box on, but I put a super on top of it instead just to give them more room. I was kind of worried they were going to run out of space. I didn't want them swarming. I could have put a deep on because they grew really well. When I opened that top up, there was a gazillion bees on top of that one too, which was good. So what I wound up doing, all the honey super frames that were in there, there was 1 frame that had maybe a softball size of honey. I took all that out. There was nothing on any of the frames. I think I seen 1 larva, if you want to say it that way, or 1 egg. I maybe 1 or 2, and that was it. So I took all that out. I put a deep on there with all drawn comb. And they're being fed. Everybody's got syrup on them still. So I'll come back in a couple of weeks, see if she's up there laying. I didn't have to rotate because the bottom had nothing. So, but she is in there. So I did see the queen, number 3. I did see her. So she's in there. Like I said, maybe a couple of larvae, a couple of cells, cap brood. That was about it. But I added that deep, let that grow. I should have put that on late summer, but I don't know. I didn't do it. I put a shallow on instead, a super, and they did really good. But when I popped that inner cover, there was a lot of bees in there. So I actually did that one first, and I made the video on number 1. So anyways, I wanted to recap that, kind of recap all this. So they're all I'm just gonna leave them alone now. A couple of weeks. I'll come in here and check on them, let them all resettle back down. 3, I was actually going to go back in maybe tomorrow, put the strips in, but they all kind of calmed down. They started going back in, so I just thought, out the hell with it. I just put the Apivar in, I put the pollen patty. Now I can just leave them alone and let everybody just kind of do their thing, get all situated. I don't like to mess with them too much. I don't come in here like every other day or every day and mess with them unless I have a specific reason. So now I'll just kind of leave them be. Let them do their thing. It's warming up. It's gonna be beautiful today, almost 70 in a couple of days. All these trees will start to pop. All the natural pollen, nectar's gonna start coming in, the pollen. And nobody's really drinking the syrup either because everybody had honey. So I'm gonna leave the syrup on for a while. If they don't drink it, I'll take it off. I've got packages coming when I do my splits. Hopefully I didn't make too much syrup. If you see my video on my syrup mixer, you gotta go check that out. That really worked out really well. So anyways, we'll leave them be. So anyways, I just want to do an update before I ended the video. So that's just a recap of what happened. Okay, so that's it. That's one down. It takes a little while to go through them. Just take your time with it. Try not to crush any bees. Like I said, if you've got brood on top and the bottom, like above each other, don't rotate them. But you see all them bees, they'll all go back in. They'll work their way back in. I just disrupted their whole world from over the winter. So anyways, that's my story. The Apivar's in. They got a full pollen patty. They're ready to go. So hopefully you guys learned something from this. Hey, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, support the channel. I really, really appreciate it. Let me know in the comments below what you guys do, how you guys rotate, when you start working your bees. I know to the east where it's been warm and down south, you've already started. Up here, northern Illinois, and farther north, we're just getting about started right now. But just let me know how it's going, what you guys are doing, what you're up to if you're starting. Questions, comments, like I said, below. Subscribe to the channel. When you do subscribe, hit the little bell next to the subscribe button. This way you'll get notified when these videos come out. Thumbs up are always appreciated. And I don't think I forgot anything. Wear your suit. Bring all your stuff out here. Have it ready for you. Get your Apivar in. Get them kind of spaced out. 6 weeks, no longer. If you have to go an extra little bit of time, you can. The point of that is you don't want the bees to get, or the mites to get resistant to it. So, yeah, they're not happy with me. So put your Apivar in. That's what I'm doing anyways. Or you can fog, however you treat. That's another thing in the comments below. Let me know how you guys are treating in the spring here. That's a good comment too to leave below. I like to hear what different people in different parts of the country are doing and how they're treating. So if you want to leave that below too, that'd be great. I think that's it. If I forgot anything, I'll put it down here in the bottom. But until next time, YouTube, I'll talk to you guys soon. All right, bye.